Hey guys, welcome back to this week's video. Now, today I'm going to be demonstrating the East-West Quantum Leap pianos. So here is a bit of a spec review and all about the piano library. So after 2 years of recording, editing, and programming, East-West Quantum Leap proudly presents the most dedicated collection of the world's finest grand pianos ever recorded in one of the templates of sound, EASTWEST Studios. More RIAA, Recording Industry Association of America, certified platinum and gold records is awarded more than any other recording studio, with 3 mic positions for each piano. Now that is saying something right there. This virtual instrument includes the world's finest grand pianos, a Bechstein D-280, a Steinway D, a Bösendorfer 290, and a Yamaha C7. EASTWEST Quantum Leap Gold pianos provides only the player's perspective mics and 16-bit samples is available for users with less powerful systems, so your CPU will not lag. So let's take a look at the EASTWEST Quantum Leap pianos, and be sure to leave a like on this video and to turn on the post notifications and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the future videos. So let's jump right in. I have here the Bösendorfer Master 88 key. So this is probably one of my favorites. I use this in most of my music, and it's a perfect balance between bright and mellow. So let's just give you a bit of a sample on how this sounds. Absolutely beautiful, crisp sound coming from the Bechstein piano. So now I'm going to load up a couple other ones. There are many in the EASTWEST library, and like I've said before, I'm going to make a dedicated video on the entire EASTWEST library. Like, there's so much in here, so I might make it into like a series. If you guys want to see that, then comment that down below. So that's just the first one, and out of all this, I'm just going to play you guys right now the different sounding pianos, and then I'll go back maybe and just play some of the different patches that are in here, like the light and the master and the sustain and all that different stuff. So I'm gonna go to the piano's gold. This is the gold edition, by the way, of EASTWEST. So I'm gonna go to the Bechstein and the master. So here is now. Keep in mind, this is a lot of data that this is unpacking, so it may take longer than expected. So I'm just going to go ahead and cue the time lapse. We're still loading. It's almost there. Still loading. Still loading. Still loading. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right, so let's play this. Put a bit of, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's play this Bechstein Master D-280. Let me turn up the volume a bit. And again, you can already tell there's more of a bright sound to this piano. It's not full bright, but it's in between. I love it. So, to make this better, let's add some reverb. really nice. I like that. So we can obviously add more from the effects here, add effect, and see on all plugins. So we can add the east-west spaces, and what that's going to do is give us more of a. These sound so much better than the stock reverbs. Now these are all recorded in real places, not just what they say. So for example, let me turn off the default stuff, the default ambience there, and I'm gonna go to the east-west spaces. And for example, the Reynolds Basic, this is actually recorded here. Let me go to, well, let me just play it for you so you can hear the difference. Sounds like you're in an actual piano hall. But let me go to, like for example, we can go to a cave. This reverb was created in the Carlsbad Caverns. So you're getting the real deal here. So now let's hear what it would sound like if you were to play piano inside of the Carlsbad Caverns. Turn up the dB a bit. I'm going to turn it up much more than that and get it more of a larger sound. Already big difference. I love that. Wow, I'm picking a little too much out of the way, but that that is amazing. So I'm just messing around with that, but I'll make a video on the east-west spaces again sometime in the future. But let's stick back to the pianos, and I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this for now, and let's go to another piano now. In our library, so we've done the Bösendorfer and we've done the Bechstein. So now let's do the Yamaha, Master. So this may take a little bit longer too. So cue the time lapse. We're almost there. I wish I could just like take this and drag this. Just go. Keep loading. There we go. All right. So now that we've got that loaded, let's play the Yamaha Master Quantum Leap pianos. All right, here we go. So this is the Yamaha. I'm gonna put on some ambience just to kind of boost up the atmosphere, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So here we go. This is the Yamaha piano. And it's a much brighter sound. Yeah, that's a really good piano. It's amazing how realistic these pianos actually sound because, well, they are real pianos. So, but it's amazing how incredibly realistic. And it'll make your audience and your listeners think you're actually playing at a real grand piano, which is the cool part, but really you're playing on a MIDI keyboard. So this is the Steinway D, and it has more of a mellow tone to it. So right now it's loading, and we're still on the Yamaha. We're still loading. And loading. Almost there. We are still loading. And right about now. And there we go. Okay, so we are on the Steinway D, and this, I'm going to put it on ambience. And here I'm going to play you guys the Steinway D. Now there's another Steinway in a different library actually, that's the Steinway B, like butter. Now you may have heard me use that piano in one of my songs before, because I have used this one. In fact, this is one of the pianos I used all the time. So that's the Steinway D. Now the last one out of all of the pianos, that's just in the piano library itself, but I have here another piano that is hidden within the percussion. You may say, what? Why is it in the percussion? In the wood section, there's a piano, the Steinway B, like butter. And why, you may ask? Well, because I don't know, I guess because it's considered a wood instrument. I mean, it's made out of wood. This is the Symphonic Orchestra Gold Complete. But in there is the Steinway B, so I'm going to go ahead and load that. And I've used this one all the time too. And this does definitely take less time to load, which is very nice. But this one has more of a oh, you know what I should point out to you guys why there's letters next to them is because the B stands for bright, the D stands for dampened. So let's go ahead and play the Steinway B with some reverb. You gotta have the reverb, come on. It's what makes the piano sound good. So we'll bring up the volume and let's pick a new key. Oh, that's extremely loud. Wow. I'm picking too much there. Okay, there we go. Very nice. I like that. So, of course, you got all your channels over here, everything, your sensitivity, all your articulations, your envelope, all your microphone positions, and your master, volume, and pan, stereo, level. You get the drift. But anyway, that has everything. And what's cool about the interface with the EASTWEST interface is it measures your RAM speed and your disk and your CPU, so you know how much it's using up, which is pretty nice. So this is the player mic right here in the center. Let's play all three different mic positions and have you guys hear the difference in sound. Okay, that was the player mic. Now let's load up the close mic. So, oh, okay, so we're going to mute that. Now we'll play it as the close mic. Sounds a little more close. So I don't have the platinum version. I only have the gold version of EASTWEST, so I'm not able to select the room microphone. But if you guys ever want to try it out for yourself, then that will require the platinum. So the last thing I want to show you guys is the lid, and this is pretty cool. So check this out. I'm gonna load up a reverb so you guys can hear a little bit of an ambience. You know I like my reverb. All right. So right now we're on an open position. So I'm gonna play like an arpeggio here. Now watch what happens when I close the lid. Listen to it. I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit more. Now watch this. This is cool. Check that out. You can actually close the lid, and you can close it to make it sound like you're in more of a quiet room. And yeah, so I just closed the lid of the piano, which is absolutely amazing. And that my friends, is going to close this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what else you want to see with the East-West instruments, which ones you want to see next, and I'll definitely make that happen. And until then, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Till then, I'll catch you guys next time.